Hey y'all, it's Thomas. Happy Wednesday and welcome back to another edition of First Coast Real Estate Update, where I let you know everything that's going on in our area in the world of real estate. And well, it's not much of a surprise as we get towards the end of the school year, as summer is quickly approaching, we're all of a sudden we're here at Memorial Day, but listing activity has really started to pick up as we've seen more and more homes begin to enter the marketplace. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that we are getting that hoped for buildup in inventory because homes are still selling at a rapid pace. In fact, I have two listings coming to market this weekend in St. Augustine, and I'm anticipating that they will both be under contract by the middle of next week. So that really, really illustrates exactly how crazy it is out there, how crazy it continues to be out there, not just here in Florida, but nationally as a whole. Let's go ahead and jump right in, take a look at those numbers. Last week, we were about 1,200 homes entering the marketplace in the past 7 days. This week, up again over 1,200, 1,249 homes entered the marketplace. As many of y'all know, that's a well above, it is above our average of 1,000 that we had been seeing for about the past 4 or 5 months. But the last couple of weeks, we've been up over 1,000, 1,100, 1,150. Last week, we were at 1,200. And this week, we'll call 1,250. But as also has been the case of past several weeks, if not several months, about half the number of homes that are coming onto the market are leaving. We had 550 homes go under contract this week. We had another 1,230 homes go into the pending phase, awaiting that final closing table. And this week, we were at about 1,099 or 1,100 homes closed this week, which is a great number to see because the last few weeks we had been at about 800 per week. Last week we were at 1,100. This week we're at 1,100. So nice to see some families beginning to enjoy their new homes as we approach the summertime season. But the other thing we've been taking a look at, or keeping an eye on, I should say, the last few weeks, is the number of new homes, or I should say the number of homes that are entering the coming soon listing. This week we were at 223. That's a big jump. Last week we were at about 123, which was actually a pretty big drop from the past few weeks when we had been about 160, 170. But this week, all the way up to 220 homes, which are about to enter the marketplace. They will enter the marketplace anywhere from tomorrow to the next 2 weeks, on top of what we are already anticipating coming to market. So those numbers are all trending in the right direction. Interest rates are thankfully remaining low. Buyers are definitely still remaining in the marketplace. So I've been getting the question then, Thomas, why isn't inventory necessarily increasing and giving us some more options out there? And one of the biggest obstacles, one of the biggest headwinds that we've had to fight goes along with this quote from Sam Qatar, Vice President, Chief Economist at Freddie Mac, when he says the main driver of the housing shortfall has been the long-term decline in the construction of single-family homes. This is post-2009 as we exited the Great Recession. That decline has resulted in the decrease in supply of entry-level single-family homes, or quote-unquote starter homes. So that is, really contributing to our inventory shortfall, because that in our area, that $250,000 to $350,000 price range, the quote unquote starter home price range, there isn't anything out there at all. I feel terrible for first time home buyers right now. But this graph goes and shows you exactly what Sam Qatar was talking about. The decade of the 70s, and bear in mind too, this is as population has increased, and it's not been adjusted for that. In the 70s, we had 11 million new homes built. The 80s, roughly 10 million homes. The 90s, just shy of 11 million homes. The decade that really led to that Great Recession and the housing crisis, we had almost 13 million homes built between 2000 2009. Between 2010 and 2019, only 6.5, so half even what we were seeing in the 70s. So there's just not a lot of those starter homes out there, so people are hesitant to leave their homes, which then in turn creates our inventory, or helps to create our inventory shortfall. So that's more of what's going on in the market right now, guys. I hope you guys have all been having a great week. If you have any questions about this material, any questions about, hey, what's the value of our home now, Thomas, since home prices have been increasing, give me a call. I'll be happy to discuss that with you. 904-827-3908. Hope you guys like this video. Please share it with your friends, and I'll talk to you again next week.